Do you work with your mind a lot or sitting behind the computer a lot? Did you know that it is totally unproductive to continue when you are no longer clear, sharp, focused, and energetic? The brain and the body are not built to sustain long bouts of stressful activity. We need to interrupt ourselves. Mental work needs to be interspersed with physical activity, period. You are not a robot. You're not an AI system, and even they require maintenance and downtime. You need downtime and a lot of it to make your work sustainable and productive and not lead you into a spiral of burnout and sickness. Welcome to the Empowerment Club, where we work on stress management and goal achievement to become our best versions. Today, we will look at some very powerful tools we can use to bring back mental clarity and re energize the brain to bring our mojo back. Subscribe to the channel and like, share, and give us comments to help us fulfill our mission to bring empowerment to 1 million people. Thank you very much for being here. We are going to work with our fingers today. Why fingers? Let's take a look at what neuroscience research says about finger exercises and brain function. How finger exercises help the brain? Number one, neuroplasticity and brain activation. Finger movements activate a large portion of the motor cortex and somatosensory cortex in the brain. Exercising fingers, for example, using grip balls, wrist balls, enhances neural connections, promoting neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire and adapt. Number two, improved studies show hand and finger exercises can improve memory, attention, problem-solving skills, and so on. Complex hand tasks like musicianship or therapy exercises increase gray matter density related brain regions. Number three, better coordination and awareness. Fine motor exercises strengthen the cerebellum, which is crucial for movement coordination and body awareness. This can translate into improved reaction times, balance, and spatial awareness. Number four, stress reduction and mental clarity. Repetitive rhythmic hand exercises can reduce stress hormones and calm the nervous system. This supports emotional regulation and mental focus, indirectly boosting cognitive performance. Number five, prevention of cognitive decline. Regular finger workouts are used in neurorehabilitation, stroke, Parkinson's to slow cognitive decline and improve daily functioning. Enhances hand-brain feedback loops, keeping neural pathways active and resilient. Practical benefits: sharper thinking and quicker learning, improved memory and processing speed, enhanced creativity, stronger brain-hand connection, better stress management, helps in rehabilitation for brain injuries and age-related decline. Keep your brain alive and sharp. How hand trains shoulder activation and sensory movement. Wake up your mind. Your brain doesn't just wake up only from thinking. It wakes up from movement, especially from hands and shoulders. The hands have one of the highest densities of sensory nerves in the entire body. When you activate them, you send powerful electrical signals into the brain that increase alertness, focus, emotional stability, and motivation. That's why simple tools like a soft cricket ball, a rubber donut, and a guitar playing can help completely change the way your mind is working during the day. Number one, soft cricket ball. Wake up your brain instantly. Squeezing the ball is not just physical, it stimulates areas of the brain responsible for focus, mental energy, emotional balance, present moment awareness. It's a small exercise with a big neurological impact. This is why you immediately feel more awake and clear-minded after doing it. Number two, rubber donut or weight training hand grip. Strengthen the hands, strengthen the mind. The higher resistance changes your muscles and your nervous system. This sharpens reaction time, concentration, stress tolerance. Repetitive hand pressure also calms your mind and reduces cortisol. Your brain becomes both sharper and more peaceful. Number three, the guitar, the creative activator. Holding and playing your surf green guitar, which is mine, is not just art, it's brain training. Playing guitar activates fine motor circuits, creativity centers, coordination networks, emotional processing, memory, and rhythm pathways. It's a full mind body activation. Your left shoulder gets strong, and so does your mind's ability to stay calm while performing precision tasks. Why this keeps your brain alive and sharp? Every time you squeeze, strum, grip, or activate your shoulder, you are increasing blood flow to the brain, strengthening neural pathways, enhancing neuroplasticity, calming the emotional centers, sharpening focus and awareness, improving decision making, boosting creativity. You feel more alive because your brain becomes more engaged. You feel sharper because your brain becomes more connected. You feel more successful because your brain becomes more capable. What happens in the brain when you take a 2-minute squeeze break? When you stop a mental task and squeeze the ball donut, you trigger 4 main neurophysiological shifts. Number 1, your prefrontal cortex resets. This is the part of brain that does focus, planning, decision making, self-control. When you work on a computer for long periods, it overheats mentally. It becomes foggy, tired, and less efficient. Hand squeezing sends a flood of somatosensory signals from the hand to the brain, which creates a reset effect. Brain effect. Mental clarity returns. Focus becomes sharper, decision making improves, cognitive fatigue drops. This is like pressing refresh on your brain. Number 2, the stress system turns down. Computer work increases micro stress. Subtle tension in the jaw, tightening of shoulders, shallow breathing, cortisol rising in the background when you squeeze the ball donut. Mechanoreceptors in your hands send signals that activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the calming system. Brain effect. Cortisol decreases, mental pressure drops, you feel grounded, less stressed. Stress loses its intensity. This calm of the emotional centers of the brain happens within seconds. Number 3, your sensory motor system wakes up. Hands take up a huge area in the brain's sensory map. When they activate, the brain becomes more alive. Brain effect, increased alertness, improved reaction time, heightened awareness, more energy. This is why squeezing the ball feels like your mind switches on. Number 4, the brain switches modes from thinking to feeling and back. During computer work, you are mostly in analytical mode, language mode, problem-solving mode. When you squeeze the ball, you shift into sensory mode, motor mode, body awareness. This shift gives you the thinking brain a break and improves its performance afterwards. Brain effect. Prevents burnout, boosts creativity, improves mental flexibility, enhances problem solving. Then you return to work. This is similar to what happens during a mini meditation, but faster. Number 5, blood flow increases to key brain regions. Movement of the hands increases blood circulation to the prefrontal cortex, the cerebellum, coordination and rhythm, the motor cortex, brain effect. Clearer thinking, increased motivation, more stable mood, quicker mental transitions. It's like giving the brain a quick oxygen boost. Number 6, you get a small dopamine lift, not a reward dopamine, but an activation dopamine, brain effect, improved motivation, higher interest in the task, better mood, better readiness to work again. This is why you feel refreshed and not drained afterward. Number 4, what this means for you, your productivity and life. If you practice daily with a ball and donut-shaped weight training hand grip, your brain will become clearer, faster, and more focused. You will handle stress more gracefully, your creativity and problem solving will improve. You'll have more mental energy during the day, you will feel more awake without caffeine. You'll perform better in work, thinking, writing, creating, coaching. Your mind becomes alive. Your awareness becomes sharp, your decisions become strong, your presence becomes powerful. In 3 months, transformation, 5 minutes of guitar a day. Sharper thinking, better memory, more creativity, stronger focus, greater emotional balance, higher neuroplasticity, body stronger, shoulder, better posture, improved motor skills. Life, more discipline, higher motivation, faster learning, better problem solving, stronger confidence. Let's take a look at my props here. So I have a bowl and I have a couple of these donuts. I love to call them donuts, the hand grips. The bowl I have is made of some kind of plastic material, and it's kind of firm and at the same time a little bit soft. So it's a basic cricket ball for children. It's called My First Ball, I think, and it comes from Decathlon. No financial interest here. Just I picked it up quite a few months ago and I started playing with it, meaning I started to realize that squeezing it feels great. And what I do is I squeeze it with all my fingers and I train pinkies and ring fingers to make sure I can press and squeeze with all of them. So I'm still training myself. It's been a few months. I've received tremendous benefit from this practice. Of course, you can squeeze it this way and just make all kinds of movements. Just make your hand feel alive. This will really wake you up. Do the other hand as well. Good thing is you can carry it in your bag, in your backpack, take it anywhere, to the beach, to work, to even overseas trips if you need to, because it's so easy, it's light, doesn't weigh anything, and you are constantly helping yourself stay awake, stay sharp. The two hand grips, the yellow one is lighter one, and it says it's around 25 kgs, and this one is around 40 kgs, so it'll be harder to press. So work with what you can find, what's convenient, and don't overstress yourself. You have to grow into it. So obviously it's good to squeeze. That's what it's designed for. I do something like 10 at a time. I do this practice probably twice a day, 3 times a day. It just depends. It's really enjoyable, and you start over time to see how your grip becomes stronger. And it's especially important as we age and we lose functionality to keep it going. We need this functionality. So the more you do with hands as you grow older, the better your mental capacity will be. So this one, of course, is a lot harder. But don't just grip it this way. You can also just press your fingertips on all of them. Fingertips are extremely important. Fingertips we'll be talking about in our guitar section. So what I normally do, I start with this kind of ball and I do all kinds of squeezes, presses, and do the fingers until fingers feel really nice and warmed up. And after that, I use this one, the donut, and I do quite a lot of each time. Then I swap, then I do another 10 and I swap again for another 10. So that is really, really easy. So each time you're sitting and working, reading, and the time has gone by and you need to refresh yourself and improve your mental functioning, that's what you need to do. You can close your eyes. You can start to just feel it with closed eyes because it allows your eyes to rest. It also allows your brain to just focus on the feeling. Feeling is extremely important because that's what we normally don't pay attention at all, but it's a huge part of our nervous system to feel. This is what opens up our right brain hemisphere functioning, and it's really extremely important for problem solving and all kinds of intelligence activities. True intelligence, true wisdom. So enjoy doing it. It's extremely enjoyable, really. And I really love it. I do this every day. So next one, we will talk about the guitar. Hello and welcome again to the guitar session of today's video. We are going to use the guitar as a tool to give our brain stimulation, to make ourselves sharp, more intelligent, activate the right brain hemisphere, and help ourselves in times when we are so busy doing left brain tasks, doing logic, and the guitar as a tool helps you to switch over to the right brain hemisphere, to start focus on the feeling and stop thinking, really. It requires a different skill set. I'm new to it, so I'm by no means an expert, but what I've decided to do for myself is that I will practice 5 minutes every day. 5, 10 minutes, whatever I can find. But you cannot, in the beginning, practice longer anyway, because pressing on the strings is going to cause finger pain. And until fingers get conditioned and used to it and become stronger, are able to stretch more, you will not be able to enjoy yourself longer than around 5 minutes. What I'd like to focus on is that I would like to exercise my fingers, my shoulders, and my brain, and probably the whole body, plus the mind, to make sure that I give myself a good chance of having strong fingers, strong shoulders, and strong, sharp mind for the rest of my life. I had a weak left shoulder, and already just even practicing the donut and ball exercises has helped me to strengthen all that. Plus, now that I'm playing the guitar, and the fretting hand, the one that presses on the frets of the guitar, actually helps me to further strengthen my weak shoulder. So my weak shoulder is no longer a weak shoulder. Okay, I'm 50 right now, and it's taken me that long to strengthen my shoulder, maybe more than 35 years. However, what counts is that right now, everything is going to be well, because I will be using this little baby to help me enjoy myself, open up my mind, strengthen my fingers, exercise my brain, and take myself out of stress, and become maybe good at playing a few songs. So I can enjoy myself, and I can give myself a break from mental activity. So I recently picked it up. Obviously, I'm not going to perform in any great way, but what I'd like to say is that I started playing some kind of a favorite tune, which in my case was Metallica. So I'll play that for you so you can see I'm just enjoying myself and relaxing into it and just letting the fingers work. This exactly what is going to create all the difference. You just letting your fingers work for 5 minutes in the ways that the guitar offers. And that's what's going to create a huge difference in your happiness, health, mental flexibility, and stress management and stress relief. All of that, all guitarists speak that when they play the guitar, it helps them release their stress, not think too much, and be in the creative mode. So let's do it. Creative mode means what? Problem solving. So you need to develop the problem solving activity, because that's the key to our life, to success in our life. And I'll take the pick. As you can see, I'm enjoying myself. I'm feeling, I'm making mistakes. I'm trying again. And that's the best way to approach this, because your mind, your brain, your fingers are working, engaged, and doing exactly what they're supposed to do for around 5 minutes. And I have a little book for the chords. I decided, and I just write in it my own way, just to make it clear for myself. Have a bunch of picks, a box of picks, soft, soft ones, hard ones. Actually, prefer the sound of the hard ones. I have a very small amp that also can serve as a mini speaker, which is really nice. It's actually what the industry doesn't want to do. They don't want to create double the amp and the speaker. Well, maybe they don't need to, but anyway, it's handy for me. Um, I have a difficulty performing the D chord, even though it seems bigger. But the A chord, I seem to handle better right now, because I've also done some practice. I'll just try that for you so you can see you can also do that with practice. If a person like me who has never played music can do it, so with practice, repetition, you can do it. And you can apply the same learning, the same method to art, to any other skill pretty much you can find. So obviously, I'm going to be making mistakes and I'm going to correct myself. And that making mistakes and correcting yourself is exactly the job for the brain. And that's what we do. We do this for 5 minutes, and that's exactly what we're supposed to do. Make some bum notes, not be able to play what you want to play, have that tiny frustration, and coming out of that frustration by just doing that. That's much better. And that's good enough. So find yourself something you like. In this case, this is the instrument that strongly exercises your hands. You can do also a lot of different finger exercises to prepare yourself, and I'm doing that. But I'm just telling you what I do, what works for me, what I'm enjoying. It is up to you, of course, but that's a great tool. And there's a lot of research how guitar is so helpful for mental health, for keeping alert, awake, happy, joyous. And that's what we need in life, joy and happiness. Thank you. And I will see you next time. Bye.
Freedom state of mind is the secret to success. Our program is unique in the world, cutting edge, available 24/7 with your coach, myself, vested in new improvements. Nobody else has a program like that, for sure. You can also check out my book, Mental Yoga Transforms Stress and Anxiety into Mental Strength and Success. You can purchase it on Amazon and check out my personal stories and my work with stress. We need to learn to flow like a river around obstacles and to move like a palm tree in the wind. That is the objective of our online program, 52 Weeks of Empowerment, so you become the best version of yourself. Life is stress, stress is life. This is what you're going to encounter. So you need to be forewarned and forearmed. And this forearming is going to come in the 52 Weeks of Empowerment program. So please check out the links in the video description below. Here I'm including some links in the description and the global code and the India code for a discount for you to join the program, to encourage you to join, to become your best version. I look forward to seeing you on either platforms. Train your mind with us, become mentally strong, become resilient, become happy, free, and empowered, as well as discover your innate confidence, which is the source of all success, happiness, and great performance.